worked out for me. So one day I met my dude Abdul. You know, that good looking dude I'm always hanging out with, traveling the world. Yeah, him and his wife are always traveling, doing crazy stuff like hanging out with lions in South Africa and swimming with the sharks. Share that shortcut with you and show you there's never been a more perfect time than right now to start building a simple, dependable business which excels in a recession and can be run from the comfort of your own home or anywhere else really that you choose. Because you guys, right now, we are in the middle of a massive wealth shift. There's $184 billion of new money flooding into this booming market, and over 2,200 real people from all walks of life are already taking advantage. You know, some of these people are using a simple but unconventional shortcut to generate extra income from home in their spare time. Now, others are using this same shortcut and building 6 or even 7-figure officeless businesses with just their laptop and their cell phones. I'm going to share that shortcut with you and show you how you can join them as well by starting today. How's it going, guys? My name's Chance, and obviously we're living through a pretty crazy time right now. I mean, the economy is at a complete standstill, and, you know, many businesses have slammed their doors. Millions of hardworking people have been laid off, worried sick about how they're going to pay their bills. But even though the world may seem scarier than ever, it's not time to press the panic button, because when one door shuts, another one is going to open. And while it's true, you know, society is facing a serious challenge right now, that challenge is leading to some incredible life-changing opportunities, because no, the sky isn't falling. But while I can promise you, we are going to get through this. And it's what you do right now that determines whether you thrive in our new evolving economy or if you get left behind. The decision you make today and over the next critical weeks will really determine how life is going to look like in, you know, the months and years that follow. Because right now you have a very limited window that happens once in a decade to gain a massive edge and put yourself on an accelerated, true financial path towards independence. So don't let this unique opportunity go to waste, because we'll never face less distractions than we have right now. I mean, think about it. For most of us, life is on pause. We're home more than ever. There are barely any sports on TV to steal our attention. There's no social obligations sucking up our time either. It's just simply put, this is our best time to bunker down and make some real money. So while your friends are sharing memes on social media, you can be acquiring real skills that make you a power player in this new economy. While your neighbors are hoarding stacks of toilet paper, you can be mastering proven systems that help you stack cold hard cash instead. And while the masses park themselves in front of the TV to rewatch The Office for the 47th time, you can put the office life behind you forever by setting up an officeless agency and partnering up with real businesses. And partner up with real businesses who love to send you fat checks every single month. In just a minute, I'm going to share the unconventional shortcut to getting your officeless agency up and running quickly. But make no mistake about it, this isn't some hack or gimmick or loophole, and it's certainly not some cheesy get-rich scheme. I'm talking about building a real, legitimate business that is a perfect fit for today's wild world, an officeless agency. That is simple to set up, carries very little overhead costs, is built to thrive in the upcoming recession, and can be run in your spare time from home or anywhere else you choose to work. And when I say this business is simple, you guys, I mean it. Because this has nothing to do with selling things on Amazon, building an e-commerce store, or spamming your friends to join your network marketing program. It doesn't require you to drop ship cheap products from China, invest in any properties, put together any complicated courses, or anything even like that, which was great news for me because I've tried all those things and failed miserably. Hell, I was so desperate to make a living from home, I tried pretty much everything you can think of, but it wasn't until I stumbled upon this officeless agency model where I finally started to find some real success, like shocking amounts of success, because once I got my officeless agency off the ground, it took off like a freaking rocket because I knew it. I went from struggling to pay rent to hitting consistent 10K months, then scaling my business up to 7 figures a year. In fact, I even found myself getting featured in big publications like Forbes, where I shared the page with superstars like Grant Cardone. I was also an entrepreneur where I was highlighted alongside Jocko Willenick and along some other top business leaders. Not bad for a kid from Idaho who literally grew up on a potato farm. But while I love to take the credit and say I figured this out on my own, the truth is I had help, okay? Actually, to be honest, you guys, I had a lot of help. Because while I was struggling to find my way, my buddy Abdul was freaking crushing it. While I was still commuting 2 hours each way to a job I hated, Abdul was actually living that elusive laptop lifestyle. It seemed like every time he'd pop online, he'd be posting some crazy photos of him and his wife, hanging out with lions in South Africa, swimming with the sharks in the Maldives, and indulging in the most insane food from all over the world. Not gonna lie, I wanted Abdul's life, and I wanted it badly. This dude was clearly balling hard, and after watching him post about buying his mother a brand new car, at that point I'd seen enough. I knew I had to reach out. And I knew that I had to find out just what the hell he was doing to make so much money so consistently. Well, that ended up being the luckiest break of my life because I knew Abdul was a good guy, but I never expected him to take me under his wing and mentor me the way that he did. Yet, once he saw how serious and dedicated I was to make this work, he shared all his secrets about starting and scaling this officeless agency with me. And these were proven secrets because Abdul had mastered this process. And he showed me exactly what he did to go from making $50K in his first year to making over $500K in his second year and an incredible $2.5 million last year. Yeah, I was blown away by those numbers too. I was even more blown away by how simple his process was because all Abdul did was connect with other legitimate business owners and help them generate the one thing they needed most: new customers. His entire 7-figure business all revolves around one simple task: helping business owners get their phones to ring with ready-to-buy prospects who want their products or services. As long as those calls come in, these business owners are happy to pay and gladly write Abdul a check for $3,000, $5,000, and even $9,450 a month. Oh, and by the way, these are real businesses, not some shady online company peddling scammy products. No, I'm talking about respectable Main Street businesses: dentists, therapists, attorneys, plumbers, remote personal trainers, highly skilled professionals that they need their phones to ring, you guys, and they need them to ring right now. Well, the beautiful thing about having this officeless agency is it allows you to leverage their expertise to put serious money in your pocket. You guys, that's powerful. I mean, think about how hard it is to make money as a dentist. First, you got to get through 4 years of college. Then you got to pass the dental admissions exam. Then you got to put in 4 years of dental school. Then you got to pass your license exam. And if you make it through all that, then you got to deal with patients all day. And how many can you possibly get to? 5 in a day? 7? 10 if you're really lucky? In either case, you're limited by your time, so your income is capped. But with an